Nuclear-powered aircraft carriers are more effective than conventionally powered carriers for two basic reasons. 1. Nuclear power provides more energy for catapults and sensors than fossil fuel. And 2. The lack of fossil fuels on board also frees up a lot of space for more missiles and bombs. But there are only two countries in the world with nuclear-powered aircraft carriers: the United States and France. France has one nuclear-powered carrier, the Charles de Gaulle. The US has a fleet of 11 nuclear-powered carriers, including two different classes, the Nimitz and Gerald R. Ford classes. But the Ford class only has one commissioned carrier, the US Gerald R. Ford, and it has yet to see combat, while the US Nimitz was commissioned in 1975, and has seen plenty. The Charles de Gaulle, which was commissioned in 2001, has also seen combat for over a decade. So we've compared the tried and trusted Nimitz and Charles de Gaulle classes to see how they stack up. Nimitz class carriers have 2 A4W nuclear reactors, each of which provide 550 megawatts of energy, whereas the CDG has 2 K15 reactors, each providing only 150 megawatts. Not only are Nimitz class carriers faster than the CDG, about 34 plus mph versus about 31 miles per hour, but they also need to be refueled about once every 50 years. Whereas the CDG needs to be refueled every 7 years. Nimitz class carriers are about 1,092 feet long, while the CDG is about 858 feet long, which gives the Nimitz more room to stage and load airplanes for missions. Nimitz class carriers also have about a 97,000 ton displacement, while the CDG has a 42,000 ton displacement. However, both the CDG and Nimitz class carriers use catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery launch systems, which means the jets are catapulted forward during takeoff and recovered by snagging a wire with the tailhooks mounted under their planes when landing. Catturbo launch systems are the most advanced in the world. The Nimitz class has served in every US war since Vietnam, with its planes launching missions in Desert Storm, Iraq and Afghanistan. The US Nimitz, the lead ship in the class, first saw action during the Iranian hostage crisis in 1979. The CDG was deployed to the Indian Ocean during Operation Enduring Freedom and the initial liberation of Afghanistan. It also took part in the United Nations no-fly zone over Libya in 2011, flying 1,350 sorties during that war. More recently, de Gaulle was involved in France's contribution to the air campaign against ISIS in Iraq and Syria, codenamed Operation Chamel in France.